Hey, it's me from the morning of after making this video. Um, I'll make it very brief because my mouth kills and I really don't want to be talking a whole lot today. Um, so in this video, I was focused way more on my pain than I actually was on the video itself. That I decided that after I had sunk up my clap again, like I normally do for every video, I forgot to turn the sound back on. So there's yet another Doki Doki Outcast video for you guys to watch without any music. And once again, I do apologize for that because I wasn't thinking straight, and I'm not thinking straight now, obviously, because I hurt and I'm tired. But honestly, I really wish I could stop doing this for once because I keep making the same mistake over and over. Hopefully it won't happen again. I can't promise at this point that it won't happen again because it's happened plenty of times after I said it wouldn't. Um, but just a kind of quick heads up that this video is gonna be very, very quiet for you guys, and even say in the video a couple times that hey, the music stopped and stuff like that. You guys aren't gonna be able to tell because you guys didn't hear it from the first place. So, just a quick update. I apologize for that. Maybe it won't happen next time. Maybe it will. I don't know. Depends on if I'm thinking straight or not. But without further ado, enjoy the video. What's up, guys? It's ThatChildGamer. Welcome back to Doki Doki Outcast. We haven't played this. I mean, we have. It's not been like a good long while, but the last time we haven't played this in a long time. But this time, I remember everything, so I didn't have to look at anything this time. So basically, what happened last time was we went to the festival, okay, and we were all ready. We were all happy. I convinced Yuri to not be nervous about sharing her poem. Okay. She was still wicked nervous. And she ended up kind of being slow about it. And some of the kids in the back of the room who were watching the festival and the presentation stuff like that, yeah, they were becoming very big meanie heads, and Yuri didn't like that, so she stormed out of the room, and we stormed out after it, and that's how it become a thing. So me and Yuri are actually now together now. So if you haven't seen the last video, check it out. The playlist is there in the Doki Doki Literature playlist. It's very easy to find on my channel because it's like the most played thing. So without further ado, let us jump into it, shall we? I have no idea which one's ours. Okay, this is the one. This is the one that's the latest date. So let's jump into this. Act 2, Chapter 2, A Cute Couple. Oh boy. I'm sorry if my head's like cut out or anything like that. For some reason, I've had a lot of trouble. Ow, the freaking bells ringing in my ears again. I had a lot of trouble with the webcam because I don't know. For some reason, it looks like things are crooked, but it's not actually crooked. But then like I look, straight forward, and I don't look straight anymore, and it's like what? So I apologize if anything looks weird about the webcam or how it's positioned right now, or if I look like I'm not in the normal spot that I should be. I'll try and fix it some other time because right now I'm just not up for it right now. Also, my mouth still hurts a lot. So as excited as I am, if this starts to die down a little bit towards the middle of the video or even towards the end, if I start to kind of lose emotion or lose energy and stuff like that, that's because my face hurts. It hurts very much right now. I just scheduled the appointment for all 4 wisdom teeth to be removed. That's happening the 3rd of September, so once that happens, I'm probably going to be taking a short break for a while. But obviously, we're not there yet, so we don't have to worry about anything just quite yet. So let's not put off any more time, and let's jump back into it. I wake up and I start getting dressed for school. Then I head downstairs for some breakfast. I have more time than I realize before school starts. I make a bowl of oatmeal, a piece of toast, and a small cup of coffee. I've never ever heard of oatmeal for breakfast. That's just my personal opinion. It's good. I mean, don't get me wrong. I love oatmeal, but I wouldn't have it for breakfast. I eat my breakfast and wait for a bit. I guess it is just kind of grains and oats, kind of like a granola bar. As I'm sitting there, waiting to head out the door, I hear my phone ring. It's from Yuri! Exclamation mark. Good morning, Devin. How are you doing? I'm good. You ready for the meeting today? I am. Would you like to continue reading? Sure, of course. I've been wanting for a while, but I decided to wait until we could together. Aw, that's so sweet of you. I'll see you later then, Devin. I'll see you later, Yuri. I realize it's about time for me to head to school, so I walk out. Cool! And now Yuri and I are probably going to be the clingy texting couple that texts at all parts of the day. Just a normal day, nothing out of the ordinary. The bell rings and everyone exits the classroom. Time for the club. I'm really excited to read with Yuri again. And interesting. I enter the club like normal. There's so many bells in this game. I like it, but it's like it also hurts my ears. Okay, I enter the club like normal. Hi, Devin. Welcome back. Hey, Monica. Anything good on for today? Nope, we don't have any assignments for today. Feel free to do whatever you want. Cool, thanks. What, we didn't share We're not going to share poems? Oh, we didn't write poems, that's why. Because after the festival, I don't think we ever planned to write another poem. So, in that case, I don't have to share anything. Monica nods and goes back to discussing with Sayori. Natsuki's reading a new volume of manga. Yuri's over in her usual reading spot. She looks over at the cover of the her book, and sees me, smiling as she does so. Hey, Devin. Hey, Yuri. Ready to continue? Yuri nods with enthusiasm. Whoa, I can't talk. We assume the same position and continue reading where we left off. I apologize if I'm either reading fast or just really stupidly. I can't read right now. I've never been able to read, but I'm also very, very energetic for some reason. I shouldn't be. My face hurts. Which is, like I said, if it starts to die down, that's why my face hurts. But I am actually really excited to play some more of this, because now that we're finally past the festival, I can finally, we can finally learn more of, like, the backstory and, start to hang out with Yuri a lot more than what we did during the actual club itself. So, now that the festival's over, we have a lot more chances to do so. Time passes and Monica calls up for our attention. Okay, everyone, I think that about wraps up our meeting for today. That was a very quick meeting. See you guys tomorrow. As I'm about to head out, Yuri gently grabs my wrist. Oh, here we go. The first plan after the festival. I was wondering, Devin, would you like to walk home with me today? I'd love to, Yuri. Yuri's blushing a little. As we are about to walk out, Monica stops me. Hey, Devin, before you leave, may I speak with you for a second? Sure, I guess. Is this going to be one of those, like, Johan moments where it's like, Monica says, stay away from Yuri? Do you mind, Yuri? No, not at all. So, I played this other game that, I can't remember who made it, but, there's, like, a couple of people who, or a good group of people who are making a game called, like, Puzzled Memories. There's Puzzled Memories, there's Crimson Hearts, and then there's the new one that's supposed to be in development right now called Blood Moon. In the second one, I don't want to spoil too much, but the main character's name is Johan, and Johan is a big fan of Yuri. And if you haven't played the mod, please play the mod, because it's a very, very fun mod, and it's got a really, really cool story to it. And I don't want to be a spoil person, so that's why I'm kind of like, I'm warning you now, so in case I accidentally do spoil anything like really seriously, then that you may do so. But a small little detail is that Monica tries to, butt into every single conversation you ever have with Yuri. That's as far as I'm going to go with it. If you want to know why or how that is, play the mod. It's very, very fun. I recommend it. I'll wait for you outside, Devin. I love how I've been going off track like 7 times already in this video. I love it. I nod to Yuri. She exits the classroom, and so it's just all four. It's all 4 of us, and not just Monica. And the music stopped too, so it's got to be interesting. She exits the classroom, and I'm left alone with the girls. Why? What do they want? So, if I'm not mistaken, you're dating Yuri, aren't you, Devin? Wait, what? How did Sayori tell them? Why do you ask? Oh, come on, Devin. We could tell you've liked Yuri for the first few days you've been here. I look over at Sayori. I didn't say anything, Devin. I promise, remember? Yeah, she did promise she wouldn't say anything. Was it just that obvious? Pretty much. You guys are always reading together, sharing tea together. I think we even caught you feeding her chocolate at one point. I remember that. I love how they were actually looking at that. That's really funny. The fact that they were actually paying attention to that makes me laugh, because any other person would find that disgusting and walk away immediately. The fact that they were watching that to try and get another clue as to what's going on makes me really, really, like, I don't know. It's very, very excited. It doesn't make me anything. It's just really funny. Yeah, I already read that. I don't want to read it again, otherwise I might start laughing again. We decided that it was best not to bring up. And then they're laughing. Fun. I'm heavily blushing. I don't blame them either. I want to bury my head in the ground right now. I know they're teasing me, but it's almost too much to handle. Oh, it was that obvious, huh? Don't worry, Devin. We're actually very happy for you both. Really? Of course, why wouldn't we be? You guys seem like a very cute couple. I'm blushing even harder. We just wanted to wish you guys the best. Just don't get all lovey-dovey during the club and distract us, though. Or else I'll introduce you to my your face to my fist. I assume that Suki's only joking, but I'll keep that in mind just in case. Take good care of Yuri, Devin. We can tell you guys care deeply for each other. I will, thank you. I'll see you guys later. The girls say their goodbyes and I exit the room. That's literally all they wanted to say. Like they couldn't have just like said that to me like at the beginning or even at the end. Like you had to keep Yuri waiting. I stand still momentarily. Note to self: I've got to stop being so apparent with my actions. No joke. That is not even like a that's a true fact. If you don't want somebody to know something, don't make it obvious. I look next to me and find Yuri standing, I almost said staring, against the wall. Make that a second note. Stop talking to yourself. Did you say something, Devin? Oh, well, the girls are just talking to me about, Yuri looks at me with confusion. Can I tell you on the way out? Yuri giggles at me. I can't blame her. It's pretty funny that I'm the one stammering for a change. Sure, Devin. Yuri and I make our way to the courtyard. Fun. As we exit the school building, I explain to Yuri what the girls and I had discussed. It's a bit of an awkward conversation, but I eventually finish. Oh, so they already knew about us. Well, Sayuri knew before the rest of the girls, but she didn't tell them. They said it was pretty obvious. There was that one time you fed me chocolate during our... I love that he keeps bringing this back up, too. Like, why? You keep reminding me of this really awkward time. Right. I honestly took it as a friendly gesture at first. Like, that's not weird at all. Why would... How possibly could you have taken that just as a friendly gesture? Like, do you have any other friends, Yuri, that feed you chocolate from their fingers to your mouth? I'm sorry, I don't think you do. And I don't think you ever will either. It's not that you won't have friends. I'm just saying you won't have friends that will go as far as doing that as a friendly gesture. So, the fact that you thought about it that way makes me question it a bit. I never dated anyone before, so I don't know how to react. Oh, there it is. That answers everything now, doesn't it? Yeah, it was a little weird of me to do now that I think about it. You're not upset that they know, are you? No, Devin, of course not. They would have figured out one way or another. I'm glad. Shall we go, then? Yes, let's go. Ow, my face. You and I walk for a bit until we finally reach our house. Or her house, I'm sorry. Not our house. We don't live together yet. My face hurts a lot. I never had been to her house, so I let her lead the way. Wow, you have a nice house, Yuri. She does. It's very, very big. And there's other colorful houses around it. Like, her has like a green roof, like green shackles. My mouse is being weird. That's not okay. And they have like a whole different color. That's pretty cool. Thank you. You should come over sometime, Devin. I'd love to, Yuri. Are you doing anything this weekend? Maybe I can come over if you're not busy. That would be wonderful. All right, sounds like a plan. I'll see you later, Yuri. See you later, Devin. Yuri and I hug each other goodbye, and I start walking home. I can't wait for the weekend. What? But it just became the festival. The weekend's like so far away. Ooh, it's Yuri again.
I feel like the urge is going away. But it keeps coming back.
Oh, I think I know what you might be talking about.
I don't want to do it anymore. For his sake. He'd hate me if he found out.
Oh boy. I think I know what she's talking about. But we're gonna find that out sooner or later, aren't we? Act 2, Chapter 3, Our First Date. Fun. It's Sunday, which means I get to see Yuri. She told me on Friday that I can come over at 11 o'clock a.m. I checked my clock, 9:37 a.m. I've got some time and should use it carefully. And that means I should start with a shower. Whoa, my God. Devin, chill for a while. After I get dressed, I head downstairs for a quick breakfast. Fun! I'm not too hungry, so I decide on toast and a glass of orange juice. See, now that's a more legitimate breakfast. Oatmeal? I guess, but toast, definitely a lot better. Definitely a little more reasonable, especially for breakfast. Like, you should always have just like a light breakfast to get you going in the morning. I think your heaviest meal of the day should be dinner. And if you're gonna eat dinner, make sure it's more protein than it is like carbs and calories and stuff like that. I eat my breakfast, and I'm saying this, but I'm still who I am now. I'm the heavy snacker. I've got Cheez-Its sitting next to me right now, and I'm saying, "Hey, eat healthy breakfasts." Oh, Devin, what have you become? I eat my breakfast and I brush my teeth. Oh boy. Not okay. I head out my door and start heading to Yuri's house. I've walked her home almost every day this week, so I've become familiar with how to get there. To my surprise, she only lives a few minutes away from my house. Oh, so we just skipped the rest of the week then. That makes more sense. I was gonna say because it was only the festival just the other day. It's like really. I arrive at Yuri's house. I ring the doorbell and patiently wait. Yuri opens the door and greets me with a smile. I can tell she's excited for today. Devin, thank you for coming. I've been really anticipating this weekend. Me too. Thanks for having me. Please come in. Yuri lets me in. That's self-explanatory. Ooh, I like the doorway. It reminds me of like in every mod ever, Natsuki's house. Like when you enter her house, and I know this because Natsuki's house is in like the Puzzle Memory series. And this is like the front of Natsuki's house, but I love that they're using it for Yuri's because obviously it's a Yuri mod. I love free assets because then like if you're not an artist, you don't have to worry about that when making a mod because people can do it for you as long as you give them credit. And that's what I love about this community is everybody's so giving and shareful, and it makes making mods so much easier and so much funner, honestly. As I enter, I immediately take notice of how to clean and organized everything is. That's Yuri for you. Even though my shoes are not dirty, I take them off out of courtesy. Just like when I had Yuri over for the first time, I'm sure she tried to make things a bit cleaner than normal. Yuri closes the door behind us. That's a scary feeling. I'm just joking. Well, I mean, it could be if if she starts going crazy. I mean, I don't know if she will. I don't think she will because nobody died yet. So I think we're good. That's very thoughtful of you, Devin. I don't know why that has to be the reason. I didn't even have to ask. Oh well, manners, I guess. I respect that. Your house is just so clean. I can only imagine the amount of work you put into making it look this way. Well, I might have done a bit of cleaning before you came over. I can tell you did a great job. Yuri averts her gaze, blushes as she does so. You're too kind, Devin. I try. Yuri giggles at my petty joke, clearly enjoying herself. So, what would you like to do? Yuri thinks to herself for a moment, almost as if she hadn't planned for my arrival in advance. I can't blame her, though. I'm not usually the greatest when it comes to organizing events. I'm not sure, actually. I don't usually have company, so I apologize if I'm not the best host, Evan. Oh, you don't have to be sorry, Yuri. I haven't lost interest at all. I don't mind what we do as long as it's with you. And Yuri's blushing. I assume so. Yuri once again smiles to herself. It's a sight that feels like a small reward whenever I get to spend time with her. Well, would you like to read some more? We're getting close to the end. Yeah, I'm really curious how it ends. Excellent. Shall we get started then? Okay, let's do it. Oh, I almost forgot. Yuri stops in her tracks. Would you like a cup of tea, Devin? That would be great. Okay, I'll go and make it. Would you like any help? No, I think I'm good. You can go and sit down in the living room. Oh, I'm scared. After hearing what she said earlier during the nighttime, I'm really scared why she doesn't want us to go with her. Make yourself at home, Devin. All right, thank you. Oh boy. Yuri went to make tea for the both of us, so I walk into the living room. I take a seat on the couch. I slowly glance around the room, taking in the scenery. It's very elegant, just like Yuri. There are entire shelves filled with books and collectibles. There's also some scented candles on the table. The top layer of the candles are melted away. Yuri must have let them sit for a while before I came over. Either way, I love the scent I love the scent it left in the room. Within a few minutes, Yuri brings a tray out to the living room and sits on the table in front of me. My nose will not stop itching. It's annoying. The tray holds 2 cups, a teapot, and even a plate of cookies for us to enjoy. Ooh, cookies! Thank you, Yuri. You're welcome. Yuri starts pouring a cup of tea for each of us. As she does so, I grab the book and flip to the page where we left off at. Yuri sits down next to me. We hold the book in the same position with me holding the right side and Yuri holding the left side with one hand. She's even closer than before. Just like usual, Yuri wears her intense reading expression. She really gets into her reading. As we read, I notice that her hand is available. I hold her hand in mine as we read. At first, she doesn't notice, but then looks down. She smiles. You don't mind? Not at all. I actually kind of like it. I smile and we continue reading. As we read, I notice that Yuri isn't having as much of a hard time focusing. I think it's because she's used to it now. We enjoy our reading together in complete silence. Fun! We've been reading for quite a while now. I've noticed that I haven't had a sip of my tea. It's probably cold now. I don't want it to get cold. I released my grip on the book and attempted to grab my teacup. I managed to clutch it, but I ended up spilling the tea on myself. Ah! Oh my goodness, Devin, you alright? Yeah, I'm okay. It's cold, so it doesn't matter. I'm sorry, I was trying to grab my teacup and accidentally spilled it. My nose would stop itching me. It's my fault. I should have let you stand up. No, Yuri, it wasn't your fault. I didn't say anything, so you didn't know. Are you hurt? No, I'm fine. The tea was sitting there for some time, so it must have cooled down. Ha! Called it! It was cold! I looked down and realized that I spilled tea on the floor as well. I'm sorry, Yuri. Here, let me clean it up. No, it's okay, Devin. I'll take care of it so you can go wash up. As I'm washing up, she goes to lick the floor. I feel a little bad. I have to have my tea! I spilled the tea, so I feel it's my responsibility to clean up. Are you sure you don't mind, Yuri? Yeah, don't worry, Devin. It's no trouble at all. Well, alright. Where is the bathroom again, Yuri? The bathroom is just down the hall, the second floor to your left. The second door to your left. Down the hall, second floor. I don't know why I said floor instead of door. Thanks, I'll be right back. Alright, take your time. Don't ask so many questions, just go. Ooh. Ooh, I like this. This is really nice looking. I love the artwork that people make. It's so awesome. And it looks really, really realistic. And I'm almost like tempted to say this is an actual real taken picture with a little bit of kind of like cartoonish editing and kind of like layered over on like Photoshop or something like that. I don't know. For all I know, it could be just somebody who's really, really talented made this. But I wouldn't be surprised. But it looks really, really cool and really beautiful nonetheless. I exit the living room and I go to the bathroom to wash up. It wasn't too big of a spill, thankfully. There's a towel that's hanging from a rack. I dampen it and begin dabbing my shirt in an attempt to remove the tea stain. I can't read, I'm sorry. It's not coming out so easily. I have a few methods to remove it, but as of right now, it's not worth dealing with. I guess I'll be smelling herbs for the rest of the day. In the meantime, I should head back to Yuri. I won't let this interfere with our date. Good man. I go back into the living room to find that Yuri isn't there. Ooh, I'm scared now. She's like probably hanging on the roof somewhere, ready to jump down and strike. I'm joking! Where did she? I turn around and find the door in the hallway light is slightly open. Maybe she's in there. I walk towards the door and go in. You're not supposed to just walk into any door that you find, Devin. That's not how that works on a date, especially at her own house. You're not supposed to go peeping everywhere, whether she's in there or not. It's an empty bedroom. Yuri's, I'm guessing. On my left, I see a shelf. It looks pretty standard at first glance. This is how the story actually picks up, too. Is that Devin's being stupid on a date and decides, hey, let's go exploring for a while. It's like, I bet you $20 right now, he's going to find a knife and say, oh my god, does she cut herself? I'm guessing. I then look at the one shelf in particular. Contains a knife collection. Called it. Freaking called it. Which each knife held up by their respective display. I take a closer look at them. They all come in different shapes and sizes. My mouth hurts so much from all the screaming. Where do you even get the knives like these? All of a sudden, I hear footsteps coming in my direction. Brace yourself. Hide under the bed. I love how I say don't go in there, but now I'm saying go hide under her bed. Really, Devin? I turn around and see Yuri. She looks a bit shocked to see me. I see you found my knife collection. Yeah, it's quite the collection. I'm sorry that I barged in. When I came back from washing up, I couldn't find you. I saw that the door was open, and I was curious. Oh, it's okay. I was worried that if you'd find it eventually. What? You ashamed of your collection, Yuri? No, not necessarily. I was just afraid of how you'd take it. This is the reason I insisted on going to your house when we had to work on the festival decorations. You don't have to worry about it, I promise. You mean you're not creeped out by it? Remember what I told you from the first time you came over? That I wasn't here to judge you? Yuri nods. Well, it's true. It's just simply a hobby of yours, right? If you like collecting knives and no one's getting hurt, then what's wrong with that? Yeah, you don't want to assume things until you know for sure. Yes. Yuri answers most immediately. I mean, yes, it's just a hobby of mine. That's all it is. Yeah, that's correct. There's nothing wrong with that, right? Well, if you like it, then I can't take it away from you. Like I said, I'm not creeped out at all, Yuri. Thank you, Devin. I know you understand. You always do. Yuri and I hug each other. Would you like to hold a few of them? Oh, you shouldn't let me touch knives, Yuri. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind. I'm very clumsy in real life. I don't even trust myself with knives, especially ones as sharp as Yuri's. Not at all. Just please be careful this time, alright? We wouldn't want you to cut yourself on accident again. Oh, yeah, I forgot we did that too. Of course. Oh boy. We discussed and hold some of Yuri's knives for a few minutes. They're very interesting. Just like with her books, Yuri has an extensive knowledge about her knives as well. Yuri told me that they come from a variety of different cultures and backgrounds. She also mentioned how each knife has their own purpose, giving each one an identity of their own. Pretty neat, don't you think? I'd say so. I never realized how much purpose a knife could have. Many see them as just a way of killing something or someone, but there's more to them than that. I have to give you credit, Yuri. Initially, I used to think that knives were just dangerous objects. There really are more than that. You certainly know how to change my mind on many things. Well, thank you. As I said when I gave you the writing advice for the first time, you have to enjoy the little things. Not only that, but never judge a book by its cover. I couldn't agree more. So, if you don't mind me asking, what got you into knife collecting in the first place? Well, it's actually my father. Your father? Yuri nods. He's always traveling for work, and one day when he came back from his trip, he brought me a small pocket knife as a souvenir. I don't see him very often, so I started collecting them as a way of keeping him in my thoughts. I remember hearing about his father in New Eyes. I remember that like he kind of went away, and Yuri never really sees her father anymore. And in New Eyes, the collection was actually her father's, but she kind of she started building more towards him, and eventually it just started becoming hers. So that's pretty cool that it kind of sort of ties in. I don't know if I read that or not, but it's let's read it again anyway. I don't seem very odd. Yeah, I think I already read that. My mouse decided to teleport. That's weird. It's a little weird, I suppose, but that's how I got into it. Not at all. It just shows how much you care for him. What about your mom? Does she travel a lot too? My mother? I actually don't know much about her. She passed away. Ooh, she passed away when I was only a few years old. That is definitely not like New Eyes. My father has told me stories of her, but I only know so much. He doesn't particularly enjoy talking about her. Yuri, I'm sorry. No, don't be sorry, Devin. You didn't know. It's sad knowing Yuri lost her mom, let alone at a young age. Both of my parents are still alive and together, but I hardly see them. I can only imagine how hard it must have been for Yuri's father to raise her, especially all on his own. I make an attempt to bring some positive vibes back into the conversation. Do you remember much about her? What was she like? Well, I do remember my father telling me that my mother loved to read. He said that she always had a book in her hand. I guess you could say that I get my love for literature from her. Yeah, I can see that. There's silence between us. Would you like to go back to reading, Yuri? Sure. We head back to the living room and to continue reading. Oh my god, I can't read. I'm sorry. I hope that I didn't upset Yuri for the rest of the day. I think reading might take her mind off of this whole conversation. Time passes and we eventually finish the book. What an interesting book. I really liked the ending. I'm glad that you enjoyed it. There's something I've noticed while we've been reading, Devin. Oh yeah? What's that? Not only have you enjoyed reading more, but you've been getting faster as well. I think to myself for a moment. Huh, I guess I have. I honestly didn't notice. I think back to when I first started reading with Yuri. I was very slow compared to her. It makes me feel happier about how my reading has improved. You should be proud. I smiled at myself with enthusiasm. Yuri and I look at each other. I can't even put into words how much Yuri means to me. I look outside and realize that it's getting pretty dark. It's getting late. Oh? Is it time for you to leave? Unfortunately, it is. I wish we had more time. Yuri has a look of disappointment similar to the one when she first came over. I understand why she feels this way. I'd love to spend more time with her if I could. Don't be upset, Yuri. We'll get together again very soon. I know we will. Yuri walks me to the front door. My head itches. That's weird. I had a great time today, Yuri. I did too. I can't wait for the next date. Me neither. And silence. Well, I'll see you later, Yuri. Goodbye, Devin. Be safe on your way home. I give her a reassuring nod. As I'm about to walk out the door, Yuri gently grabs my wrist. Huh? Wait, there's something I've wanted to say. I wanted to say that Yuri struggles to finish her sentence. You mean so much to me. I'm still amazed at how you enjoy spending time with me, even if I'm different. It's very rare for me to share my life with someone else, let alone my own hobbies. But you being here makes me really happy. I'm so lucky to have you in my life. I smile. Just thank you for being here for me, for talking with me, for spending time with me, for respecting me. I love you, Devin. I don't deserve you, but I'm happy to have you in my life. Yuri averts her gaze once again. I hope this doesn't sound weird of me to say. That's just how I feel. Not at all. In fact, I'd say that I'm the lucky one. You're one of the most gentle, kind, and down-to-earth people that I know. You've gotten me interested in so many new things. You've opened my eyes up to new hobbies. Hobbies that I would never have known about if it wasn't for you. I would even say that you've helped me grow as a person. I could never thank you enough for it. You're amazing, Yuri. I love you for who you are, and I wouldn't have it any other way. I I I don't let Yuri finish. I instead pull her into a tight embrace and kiss her very passionately. Oh boy, that's great. I won't stop it. She's really surprised at first. Even I was, but I did it anyway. Yuri closes her eyes and returns my embrace. Her grip is gentle but firm. It sends a tingling sensation around my body. Her lips are soft. Yuri is surprisingly very good at kissing. I can tell she's into it. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't either. Yuri's even slightly humming to herself. How do you hum when you kiss? That just doesn't make... Like, I'm thinking about how that would work. Like, how do you hum when you... Like, really? Don't you have to hum through your mouth while you're kissing? That doesn't make sense to me. I have this weird feeling, and yes, I have had kisses. I've had my first kiss. I don't want to say that I've made love, but I have kissed people, and I know what it feels like. So don't question me saying, "Oh, you've never had a first kiss, so you wouldn't know." Like, yeah, I would, because this doesn't look right. Like, this doesn't feel right to me. I know it's completely off track again, but like, how do you hum to yourself while you kiss somebody? I have this weird feeling in my stomach. However, it isn't a bad feeling at all. It's a feeling of happiness. Is it just me? It's probably just me. Maybe Yuri. We continue kissing for a while. I would do this all night if I could. Don't say things like that, please. We finally... Kissing and night, those two words, they don't mix very well. At least they don't mix very well to the point where it's not dirty still. We finally release each other as if the moment had lasted an eternity. Well, that was... amazing? Yuri nods. We both have a hard time saying anything. I guess I'll see you soon then. Yeah, see you as well. Good night, Yuri. Good night, Devin. I nod to Yuri, walk out the door, thinking to myself about how great this day has been. I just squeaked a little bit. That's weird. I wasn't really even like pushing anything on my voice.
I look over at my shelf of knives. What are you doing? Don't do it. You're happy now, aren't you?
Don't do it, Yuri.
There's no need for that anymore. You're better than this. I pull up my sleeve and look at my arm. I don't need it.
You don't. And I was right.
I don't need it.
And that's where we're leaving it. Yeah! I love these amazing places where I'm leaving off of these videos. I've been timing this so perfectly lately. So, we are going to leave it here. So, we just figured out that that's exactly what Yuri was talking about with the whole knife thing. So, with that being said, Yuri still does, obviously... I don't want to say it in case people are kind of, are on that, subject, so I'm not gonna go wicked too in depth of it, especially when this is all PG and stuff. But we know exactly what she's talking about now. Apparently, she still does it. I don't know. Hopefully, she will stop soon because I it's not that I don't want to be with her if she's going to do that still. But I love how I'm talking about this as if I'm actually with her in real life, as if I can make the decisions and stuff in this mod. It's really, I know there are decisions I can make in different mods and stuff, but I'm speaking as if I can actually have an opinion and say, okay, well I don't want to be with her if she's going to continue cutting herself, because obviously in the game I have no doubt that even if that's the case, the me in the game is gonna think completely opposite from me. I personally and I'm not saying this because I hate anybody who does it, but I have a lot of problems with myself that I'm still trying to work out. So to have to especially during they're both in high school still, as far as I'm aware, and they have a lot of high school stress and stuff like that. So to be with somebody who cuts themselves when you're only in high school and stuff, that's that's a big, extra topic of stress that's put on you while you're still a teenager, you're still growing and stuff like that. And that's just stuff at that point in time where you really shouldn't have to worry about. Not that, that you should be, you shouldn't, hate people for doing that, but you shouldn't be the one to help them, is what I'm saying. For something as serious as that kind of thing, depression or self-harm, that should be taken care of by a professional. And it's very highly encouraged that is what happens. Because obviously in Doki Doki Literature Club, even in the original game, Devon tries to save Sayori, and all that fun stuff by saying, "Hey, this is what's best for you" and stuff like that. Even with depression, I know it's best. Do you trust me? And then he treats it, the main character treats it like it's his responsibility to make Sayori feel better, when in reality it's not. It's not anything that he can do to change it, and it kind of shows too that he can't do anything about it, because obviously what happened at the end of the Act 1, it shows that you can't do much about it. I'm not gonna get too serious into this, because this is it's supposed to be a happy mod and stuff, Yuri. But that's just kind of a reminder of the stuff, and just stuff that we just kind of bluntly talked about in this game so far, and especially this episode. So I think without further ado, I think I am going to leave it here. I'm really enjoying this mod. I love where it's gone so far. I don't know when Act 3 is. I'm assuming this might be the last chapter of Act 2. We'll probably jump into Act 3 tomorrow. No, next video. But I think for right now, this is exactly where we're going to leave it, because this is a great cliffhanger to do so. So guys, thank you so much for watching this video. If you liked it, smash that like button, subscribe if you're new. I'd love it as a channel. Guys, we got a Discord. Come check me out outside. It's gonna fun time for all. Hope you guys enjoy this video as much as I did. I'll see you guys in my next one. Goodbye! Oh, my face is so sore right now. I think I need some more Tylenol.